everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today is currently Friday and I am going on an exciting errand today. I actually have a couple errands to do today, but I am going book shopping. I'm going to Indigo, which is like the Canadian version of like Barnes & Noble. Now you might be thinking, Becky, didn't you just go and get some books a couple weekends ago? And you're not wrong, I did. I went secondhand bookstore shopping a couple weeks ago, but I do have some gift cards that I have had since Christmas that I want to use. And also, when you collect points at Indigo, they have your birthday, and my birthday is in May. And for the month of May, you have one purchase that you can get 20% off of. So I'm gonna do that today because I thought, why not? And I know I've been buying a lot of books, but at the same time, reading has been very productive for me, and it has made my brain not go all loosey-goosey because of chemotherapy. So that's basically why I've been reading so much, and I also like really enjoy reading. And I've been going through books pretty fast recently, and there's been some books that have been on my list that I can't find at the secondhand bookstores that I want to pick up at Indigo. And like I said, I have some gift cards and that kind of thing. So yeah, I thought I would take you along. I do have a couple other errands, like I said at the beginning, which I may include in this video. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, let's go to Indigo. So I just got out of the bookstore and I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I got quite a few books, which at first I was looking for this one specific book, and I was looking for it and I asked and they didn't have a copy of it. And that was like the main one that I really wanted to get, so I was a bit discouraged when I first went in. But then let me tell you, I found quite a few books that have been on my list for a while, so I thought I would just do a little book haul in the car. So the first book that I got is Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I have been really interested in reading this book. I have a couple of friends that have read it, and I really hope that I like it because I've heard that this book is either you love it or you hate it. So I'm really interested to see if I like this. Apparently there is no plot whatsoever. It's more character driven and character development. So I am very excited to read this. And also this is a show as well. They made it into a show, so I want to watch that after I read the book. Then the next book I was kind of going back and forth on because it has been on my list, but this is called Neon Gods by Kate Roberts, and I think the second one just came out. I'm not sure if it's like a companion series or if it's a continuation of the same story, but this is basically a Hades and Persephone retelling, like a romance, and apparently it's very, very steamy. So actually the cashier, she was saying that this one is on her list too, so I am excited to get to this one and see if I like it. Now the next one is also pretty popular, and it has been around TikTok for a really long time, and actually the second book has come out about some of the characters that are in this book. But this is called It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, and I've never read anything by Tessa Bailey before, so I'm interested to see if I like her writing style. I don't usually love rom-coms, I don't think. I think I like more serious, mature, I don't know. But I've heard that this one's really good, so I am going to try it out. And then the next book, last summer I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid and absolutely loved it, so I'm slowly trying to read her other books. So this one is also very popular by her. It's Daisy Jones and the Six, and I think this one came out before The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and it's kind of like same sort of idea of like, this one's set in the late 60s. So it's like kind of going back, and I've heard that this one is told in like interview style, so I'm really interested to see if I like this. A lot of people that have read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo also really like this book, so I'm excited to get to this one. There are so many people in this parking lot, so it feels a little awkward doing a book haul, but we're gonna push through. We have 2 more books. So the next one is Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Now I've read 3 Colleen Hoover now, and I really enjoy her writing, and this is actually her latest release, and I've heard a lot of good things about this one, so I'm interested to see what I think about this one. This one seems really interesting. It's about a young mother who gets in trouble with the law. She goes to jail, and then when she gets out of jail, she wants to rebuild her connection with her young daughter, but there's a whole bunch of things going on where people are not very accepting of her, and I guess she kind of has to make amends. So I've never really read a book on that kind of premise before, so I'm excited to read that. And then the last book is called The Deal by Elle Kennedy. So this is part of the Off-Campus series, so each book is about a different couple, and I believe that the whole friend group is included in all of the books. So this is the first book, and I just got one in the series because I want to see if I like it, and then maybe slowly build on to the series if I do like it, but I've heard a lot of good things about this too. Those are all the books. I know it seems like a lot, but I did get the 20% off my entire purchase, and then I used the 3 gift cards that I had, so I didn't really pay much of my own money. It was mostly the gift cards, so yeah, I'm really excited to read all of these books. So I'm actually at the mall, so I have to do one other errand in the mall, but I'm on the opposite side of the mall and I want to conserve my energy, so I'm gonna go park at the other end. So yeah, I might take you with me. Also, I forgot to mention that one of the employees at Indigo, they saw I was carrying a bunch of books and they said, "Do you need a basket?" And I said no, because if I would have got a basket, I don't know what I would have done, so I might have gotten more books, which I think that is a good amount. So most of them are romance because I don't have any romance to read. I have mostly like mystery and fantasy. Well, not really fantasy. I kind of read the full Court of Thorns and Roses, but I still have the little novella left, and then the continuation, I guess. So anyways, I was in the mood for romance, so that is why most of those books, I think all of those books actually, are romance. So that was a bit of a fail. I didn't end up finding what I was looking for. I was looking for a pink cardigan to match those shoes that I showed in another vlog, but I couldn't find anything, and I'm getting pretty hungry, so I think I'm gonna stop by my house and just eat something and then go to the next errand. But I did end up getting some Starbucks because I thought, why not? I get the Passion Tango iced tea lemonade, which is a mouthful, and when I ordered it, I said, I get the, and then I like had this like giant pause because I couldn't remember the name, but that's what I get. It's very delicious. It's also an herbal tea, so it doesn't have any caffeine in it, which is one of the things from Starbucks that doesn't have caffeine in it because I'm sensitive to caffeine. So anyways, I'm gonna go home, have some lunch, and then go on my next errand.
This is the second time, but now I know it's a matter of time before I lose control and we cross the line. It's a matter of time before we show.
So it's Monday now, so I never updated what I was doing after I went to Indigo and my second errand that I was going on, so I thought I would just show you what I got up to. This weekend, as I'm filming this, was Mother's Day, so I was busy making little gifts, and then that was on Saturday, and then Sunday my uncle was over and I made wings and wedges, and we just had dinner for Mother's Day, but I thought I would show you. I had gotten the supplies on Friday, so I'll show you the finished product. So I made 2 of each of these because I gave one to my mom and one to my nanny. So the first thing is this aloe vera plant. So I got the aloe vera plant from Home Depot, and then I got this planter pot from Dollar Tree, and then I used my Cricut to make this little saying, "I'll always love you," get it? So this is what it looks like. And then I made, again, one for my mom, one for my nanny. This is a little succulent in this little espresso cup from Dollar Tree. And again, I got the succulent from Home Depot, and I used my Cricut, and it says, "My life would suck without you," get it? Because it's a succulent. So I made that. And then again, I made the aloe vera plant. And then my nanny's card is downstairs, but this is my mom's. So I actually drew this on my iPad, and I used a reference picture. And then on my Cricut, I used the foil tool to write Happy Mother's Day. And then I thought it would be fitting to just show you the 3 books that I read this week. Actually, I finished one this week, and then I read 2 full books this week, so probably more like 2.5, but I will show you what I read. So the first book I finished was All's Well by Mona Awad, and I mentioned it in, I think, maybe my last 2 videos ago, the one that I was talking about books. I had a slow start to this book, and I read it, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I did enjoy it, but at the same time I was very confused, and I felt like I was trying to figure out the whole time, like, what does this all mean? Like, is this a metaphor for something? And I think what would have been advantageous before reading this is to brush up on the 2 Shakespeare plays that are mentioned in this book. So I had studied Macbeth in high school, but All's Well That Ends Well, I think that's, yeah, All's Well That Ends Well. I have never read that before, so I don't know if some of the things that happened in this book were kind of a retelling in a way of those plays, but I just found it really confusing, and in the end I was just kind of sitting there like, what did I just read? So yeah, it was a fun book to read. I still don't know how I feel about it, and I think I've been thinking about what it all means. Like, it's just a very weird story. But if you like that, then you'd like this book. And I won't really tell you much about this book other than it's about a woman who has this chronic pain and nobody really believes her. And she is also directing this play at this college, and she wants to put on All Is Well, but her students don't. And she enlists the helps of these 3 mysterious men, and there's a lot of things that happen, and I'm not going to tell you anymore, but there's that one. And then the next book I actually read in 2 days. So I brought this with me when I went to Toronto, and I finished my physiotherapy, but I read this both ways on the train, and it was a very fast read. So this one is The Last Thing He Told Me, and it's about this woman, and she marries this man who also has a 16-year-old daughter, and one day she gets this note with a very cryptic message and finds out that her husband has run away, and she doesn't know what secrets he's keeping, and her and his daughter go on this like adventure to try and figure out what kind of secrets he's hiding and why he's run away. So this one was very good and a very fast read. And then the last book this week was The Vanishing Half by Bennett, and this was another really good book. I was expecting a little bit more from the ending, but overall the book was really good. I think it was a very important story to tell, and I would say that this book is mostly about the characters, and there was some instances where they kind of go back and forth, so it's a little bit confusing at some parts, but overall I think it was a very well written book. And if you've never heard of this book before, this one is about these 2 twins, and they end up running away from their small town. After they've run away, one decides that they're gonna pass as white and one's gonna pass as black, so they haven't spoken in years and years and years, and it's just about their life story, about their separate family's life story, and then their family together when they were younger. So anyways, I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but I don't want to give anything away. But this one was very good and I'm really glad that I read it. So those are the books that I read this week, and I just started Normal People this morning, so I'm interested to see how I will like that. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have some exciting videos coming up. I actually have an exciting life update coming in next week's video, so stay tuned for that. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.